Mongoose Jake here to do what I've been kind of hinting at in a number of my videos with a full channel update for spring and summer of 2021. And here we are, first few days of April, and this is when I was wanting to release it, either the end of March or beginning of April, so life happens, here we are. Now, I want to first of all put a thank you out to everybody who has helped this channel grow to where it is. I'm about to hit 2,500 subscribers, and that's, you know, compared to some channels that's not much, but for me it's a pretty notable milestone, and I hope to actually double that by the end of this year. Because yeah, I mean, I would like to make something out of this. That would be awesome to, you know, the whole old phrase of find something that you love and, you know, do it, and you won't work a day in your life. That whole old phrase rings true. And, you know, would be nice to actually take a hobby that, you know, I genuinely enjoy and turn it into something that, you know, can help provide. That'd be awesome. But no further ado, I do want to, first of all, in the beginning of this video, thank you to everybody who has helped get to this point, and hopefully those who stay along for the ride to continue on. And particularly, of course, my patrons that have stuck with me. Homely665, I've linked his channel before, I will link it again. He was my first patron, and he's stuck with me this whole time. David Bullock was actually my second patron, and still with me. I've had other patrons come and go, but those two guys have stuck with me for quite a while now, and I really appreciate it. And like I've said before, they don't necessarily know exactly how beneficial their support has been. Some of the brass that I buy has been solely provided by them, or the paint for mods, things like that. And there's been points where, you know, finances are tight enough that patron money was the only way to get that. And that was awesome to have. And I really do appreciate it. And of course, I can't have thank yous going out without thanking Ryan Engelstad. As you're going to see here in a later portion of this update video, and it might go long, so I mean, you guys know me. I chat, and it's going to happen. So I'm not going to even apologize or even think that it's not going to be a long video. So I'm going to go through everything. But here in a moment, you're going to see something I'm unveiling, and Ryan Engelstad was a huge part of making this possible. And that is going to be my classic Busby collection that is going to kind of spawn off a whole series of videos that going to be kind of what I had originally intended with my Bolt Worthy series, where I took a old blaster from Busby that most people didn't think was worthy of being used anymore, and make it war worthy, or at least, you know, reasonably competitive and usable in today's day. Well, that series, as well as my kind of overlooked series, I was doing a lot of Busby in that anyway, so what we're going to see is I'm going to dedicate an entire 3 or 4 series to nothing but Busby. And going to have Busby mods, like I always do. Going to have a Busby Classic series, where I go through the historical blasters from Busby's beginning in 2003 all the way on to current day. And I'm not necessarily going to hit every single blaster they've ever produced or every variant, but more the ones that I think are, well, weird, unique, fascinating, or were milestones for them. You know, like, of course, the Tech 6 is going to be in there, because for everybody overlooking it today, the Tech 6 was vastly superior to most everything that was out at the time. And when I pan the camera over that way, you're going to see a lot of blasters that Ryan Engelstad has sent. And that's what I'm getting to. Ryan Engelstad made a huge chunk of this possible. And more recently, Jimmy Rohn, and then of course their Nerf Lionheart Customs, he helped provide a blaster that's up there. Damien Wisnett, he provided a brand new in the box Tech 5, only one I've seen. And I've left the note here. This is a equalizer from Mikkel Mora. which is basically a reshell of both Rick's revolver and Carl's revolver. Those are two kind of mild reskins, the difference being the center white piece on the Walking Dead series. Here it is in non-Walking Dead series. It's called the Equalizer. Pretty cool little pistol. But that was made possible by Mikkel, and so thank you as well. And David Train Kitchens has also made a few blasters possible, so these are the thank yous I wanted to provide. Dr. Flux actually, so right here, this set of Jaguars, and he also sent me one of his pretty cool little patches. And Brian Engelstad has sent me the Thunderdome, Minnesota, and also I've got a board to put up because I've got a whole other wall I'm doing behind the camera. That's not quite done yet. So this update video, it's been taking me a little bit to get to, but still have one more project to do in here at least, if not two more. But I've got to put up my patch wall, which is going to go that way. But I'll get all those up. Right now they're sitting on a side table right here below my left hand. But I am going to do a historical Buzz-Bee series. That's the Buzz-Bee Classics. I'm kind of circling roundabout after getting to the thank yous and showcasing what they've sent me. And here in a second, also, I'm going to open up another blaster that was sent to me by a friend and contact on Facebook. And you guys will know I'm a Sandman. But the wall over here, which we're going to go ahead and pan over, the wall over here is actually going to be featured, like I said, in a number of videos. And, you know, it ranges all the way up from the top portion of your screen up here in the corner to, this is 2003, all the way down to 2021. Now, there isn't any new releases just yet for 2021. You just have your current offerings. And down there, I'll spoil it, is the Revolution at the very bottom, which I think is, it's the best blaster that currently Buzz-Bee provides. That and the Exterminator, which is a re-envisioning of the Tactical Storm. But you start up there with one of the only single techs. And this is where, in my research, and I've had to do a lot of research, the Nerf Wikipedia is not quite accurate for Buzz-Bee. It's actually very accurate for Nerf, but it's not accurate for Buzz-Bee. There's a lot of mistakes made. Like, Single Tech is one of Buzz-Bee's first release blasters, period. And they mark it actually as a 2005 release. I clearly have one that says 2003 on it. And it was one of their very first. Along with the disc launcher, the ball blaster, and the Tech 10s. So, very early. And we're going to go into all the way through. Each of these blasters back here behind me are going to get their own in-depth video going over the reason why I put them on the wall. And it's going to be things like, right here, Damien Wisenit got me a Mustang 6. And I should be the only second YouTuber that has a Mustang 6 now featured in a video. That's how rare they are. And that's how important and special to me it was. I've got a Clip Tech from Ryan Engelstad and a Clip Blaster from Ryan Engelstad and a Mech 6 from Jimmy Rome. That's what he sent me. And those are some very, very rare blasters. Very special blasters. And I can't say this enough. I mean, those are hard to come by. And I really, really appreciate, because, like I said, these blasters behind me are going to get an in-depth video on them. And I'm also going to be taking part in the whole YouTube Shorts thing. You know, videos of under 60 seconds, to where if you don't want to watch my really chatty long videos, I'll do a series on Buzz-Bee Classics and Buzz-Bee Classic Shorts. That's all we're going to go over every blaster on the wall, and some that are still down in bins. They'll all get a feature if I think that they're, you know, worthy of seeing it. Like, for instance, we got the whole Ultimate line here. We got the whole Ultimate line, and I've got two sets of the Snipe Blast, Berserker, and Rapid Blast. 2 complete sets. And then I have the Snipe Blast, Missile Blast, and the Rapid Blast. I'm missing the Clip Blaster from that series. And yeah, it's actually a magazine, but it is called a Clip Blaster. I'm missing that. Wacom's done a video on it. That's the one that I really need to get my hands on. And I do actually have, at this point now, except for the Berserker, I've got a new in-box version of... I got a new in-box version of the Snipe, the Rapid Blast, and the Missile Launcher. So, that's pretty nice because I absolutely love these. Like, this one I use. I actually use this set. I put it up there on the wall. There's 2 matching sets, but I actually do use this one. And it's hilarious. And I'm actually going to be doing a mod on the Berserker version of it. And you get to see that. It's pretty hilarious because I've got a modded Ultimate Snipe Blast already. So, pair up a modded Ultimate Berserker and an Ultimate Snipe Blast. And if I can figure out a way to get a modern cage for this thing, I can at least fire X-Shot darts out of it. That's about the only modern dart that'll fit. But it's like that's gonna get a historical overview kind of on Buzby blasters from 2003 to 2021, and that will be in both full length and short version. Yeah, I'm not good on the shorts. That'll be a test for me. But you know, it's just something that's been kind of my personal pet project, and especially since everything here has to be freestanding, that took a little bit more work than it should have. But moving on again. Got a couple more things I want to touch on before I get to opening Sean Cox's blaster here he sent me. I have started my own Facebook page that is Mongoose Jake's Base of Operations. That is not just for me to post in. But that is going to be moving forward as kind of I pick up traction instead of spamming every group everywhere. I like just to have one place that, you know, I put what I'm going to do, you know, projects I'm working on. It's not going to be just videos. You know, just a picture of, hey, thrifted this. I am working on that. I've got this idea. What do you guys think of it? Or you can post your stuff in there as well. Some people are already in there. It's got 90-some members. I'll put a link to it in a pinned comment of this video. So look for that. And also on another note, those of you who watch this channel are probably fans of Buzby. I have made a Buzby group on Facebook. There was one already, but it was a private group, kind of locked, and the creator of it's not really that much into Buzby, especially, at least not on my level of enjoyment of the brand, so I created a new one, and it's called the Buzby Blaster Headquarters. Link will be in the description of the video for that. I also created my own Discord, and there will be a link. Yeah, the pinned comment is going to be spammed with links. It's just going to be link. Because I'm also going to show Homely's channel. Please go check him out. And Ryan Inglestad's, please check him out. And then the Facebook groups, the Discord link will be there. And forgive me if I'm not on there all the time, but it's going to be there. So if there's anybody wanting to chit chat about anything, there's multiple options now. My Facebook group, Mongoose Jake's Base of Operations, the Buzby Blaster Headquarters, and then my Discord. I haven't released that yet. That was a thing that only my patrons, Homely and David, had gotten a chance to see ahead of time, and I honestly haven't been on there enough. It's just not something that comes to mind as much, but I will make a point to make that be my focal point, those 3 places. My Facebook group, which is my Base of Operations, the Buzby Blaster Headquarters, and the Discord. That eventually I want to narrow it down to that's where I'm going to be. Instead of check here. You guys probably know what it's like. If you remember all the Facebook groups and a couple of Discords here and there, you probably have 100 notifications every time you're on, and you end up not getting to them all. I'd rather put my stuff a couple places, have a few places I can chat with people who share the same, enjoyment, and that way I'm a little more engaged with those who have like-mindedness. And that's not to say I'm going to shut out everything else that's out there. Just, people that I have a fellowship with, I want to reach them more. So, Facebook groups for myself, Busby Blasters in general, that is an open group, no requirements, just be a fan of Busby. And Busby's already talked to me if they might be doing some things if that takes off. Sitting at 60-some members right now, so we need to see that go way up, like hundreds, and then they might get on board. And last but not least, I don't push it, but I've mentioned I have Homely665 and David Bullock as patrons. If you do enjoy what I do, if you want to see more, I have a patron. It's been in existence now for a couple of years. And at max I had 4. And 2 of those are gone now. So that will be in the pinned comment. Let's see how many links I can put in one comment. That's what we're going for. Maybe I can get 10. We'll see. We'll see by the end of it. But that, again, I do have a patron. There's no requirement, of course. I also do even have a PayPal link in the little YouTube banner. Word was eluding me there for a bit. But the YouTube banner has a direct PayPal link. Or, if you don't want to put in any money, but you would like to see something reviewed, I have a few things on my Amazon wish list. And that's the link on the YouTube banner as well. Feel free to click it. Check it out. I, once in a while, add stuff to it. And you can always just, how that works is you just click it, you buy it, you send it. You're like, hey, I'd like to see you review this thing. And it just shows up. And when it shows up, I review it. But that's an option. I've never pushed any of it, and I'm not going to. But this is a channel update video where I'm going to go over and hit all this stuff. And I might do these once or twice a year. So this is where I'm going to hit all of it. Now, I've got a blaster sitting in front of me. I know what it is. He told me what it was, but I'm going to get it out now. And the reason why I've waited, I told him I'd open it up. And this is Sean Cox that sent this to me. You might know him as Sandman on Facebook. And he has sent one. It is, of course, a Busby Destiny. And a clip. And yes, this actually is a clip. It's a harmonica style clip. Feeds through sideways. This thing is freaking awesome. No leak. And I gotta pump that more. Yeah, it's got a sticky trigger. This was going to be coming apart anyways to get cleaned and to get a full paint job. There we go. That's what that little side button is. It's a pressure release, so always hit that before you store it. But that was a huge thank you, because for those of you who don't know, this literally is my favorite blaster that's ever been made. It really and truly is. My favorite currently made blaster is the Busby Revolution. This one is my #1 favorite ever. And for those of you who don't know, I'm going to put this out as a separate video, but my favorite blasters are the Destiny, the Sentinel, the Snipe, the Revolution, and the Pirate Pistol. That's my top 5 favorite Buzby blasters ever made. I know you'd probably be thinking, okay, what about the Reaper? What about... Well, the Revolution's currently made. I could name all of them. They'd be in the top 10, and then the top 20, and then 30, because I love Buzby blasters, period. But I actually thought about that for a long time. What would be my top 5? The Destiny is number 1, undisputed. The Sentinel Snipe. The Sentinel because it's awesome. If it had a longer stock, it would be perfect. The Snipe because it's a powerful, in stock form, bolt action. And it actually has okay ergonomics, even for an adult. The Revolution takes the top primers for me. It's got a very nice grip on it. And it's already proven it mods well. It's the reincarnation of the Champion. The Champion was great itself. So was the Reaper. Very unique shell. But the Revolution does it all. It's currently available for $10. Instead of having to get price gouged or get lucky thrifting, you can just go get it for under $10. That's hard to beat. And the Pirate Pistol was just cool. Now, I love things like the Clip Tech, the Clip Blaster, the Mustang 6. I really actually love the all the shell ejecting, the double shot, the over-under double shot, the Hawk, the rapid fire tech, and of course, you look and you see the Torrent. I'm looking over at my wall. The Torrent's awesome little pump action shotgun styled blaster that shoots the shells out about as hard as it shoots the darts out. Those are all cool. But Destiny, Sentinel, Snipe, Revolution, Pirate Pistol. Top 5 favorite. If anybody ever asked, that's Mongoose Jake's top 5 favorite. Although, not too many people are going to care. But, going on to what to expect here coming up soon. In the very immediate future, I have videos coming up with Trip Miller's Radioactive Designs. I have some X-Shot reflex pistol cylinders that he's made. I will actually showcase those right here for you guys. They're actually really cool. He's got a enlarged capacity, standard, elites, or if you wanted to push them in far enough, half lengths, and a mega. I'm actually currently in the process of modding 2 X-Shot reflexes. Well, actually, I bought the Adventure Force Destroyer. They're easy to find and only $7. I'm modding up 2 of those to be permanent members of my arsenal and running his cylinders. But those videos they're going to be coming up next week. I know he was asking me about when I was going to finally get to it because he sent those to me some time ago, and I do apologize. But I've had to get the workshop in order while trying to tinker on the blasters, and I also have a Buzby Belt Blaster mod coming up. I have you guys get to see it first here if you have stayed this long, a Creamsicle Buzby Baron. Yeah, this one's going to be fun. It's almost completely done. I've got that coming up. I have another Belt Blaster mod that I'm doing. I've got a Revolution that I'm doing. Actually, I'm doing a set of Revolutions again. I did them as a giveaway. I never publicized hardly any of it. I did it to help Clowny out and Ryan Ingolstad, but I'm actually going to do a whole other set. And these are going to have some different destinations. They're not just for me. I'm not going to give anything away, but there'll be some happy people in the end, I hope. And I also have more from Foamdemic. I have an X-Shot recoil mod that I'm doing, featuring products that they sell. I'm actually going to be finally releasing my review of the Nexus, the Nerf Rival Side Strike series, or the Sideswipe, whatever that thing's called. It's a gimmick. Spoiler, it doesn't work as it's advertised. It does give you a little bit of an ability to curve with the adjustable hop-up, but it's a gimmick. It doesn't do as they advertise, because they advertise that thing to be able to shoot around the corner of a hallway. No. Gives you a little curve. So you're going to see that. That review is probably like a week or two out, but there's your spoiler. I'm not in a hurry to review it. It's okay. It's okay with the gimmick. And at least it's not overpriced. And it does actually look pretty nice. And ergonomics are okay too. There's a Fast Shorts review. And I also do have I have parts on the way for a couple of more of the Worker Cheetahs. I'm going to do a sliding breech of my own design, which, I mean, I'm not going to take credit for it. People have done sliding breeches before. But a single shot sliding breech Worker Cheetah, and I'm going to put that straight up against their kit for darts. I've bought 2 more. They're on the way. They'll get here when they get here, kind of thing. I also did put in an order for the Orange Modworks SR200 blaster. Yeah, laying down some actual serious money here. That blaster will get featured on the channel, and that's where it comes in. Like, I actually used my last payout, which was, it took 2 months for it to pay out, but that money does go back into blasters. I took my YouTube payment, and that one Orange Modworks blaster ate it all up. So, no one understand that this channel, I do take the money straight and put back into it. I mean, I'm not getting free stuff that much, so it's coming out of my pocket. And that's where, if the channel grows, I get to do more and more stuff. You know, it's not like I'm trying to make a living. It'd be nice to be able to do more and more. And you're going to see me do some more Nerf reviews, because, hey, let's be honest, that's one thing I'm good at. At least hopefully everybody knows that. Honestly, they get views. I will be doing some Nerf reviews. And also, I'm going to try to do, I've already started the playlist. I want to find small companies who are part of the hobby and the community. And I want to do videos showcasing what they provide. Everybody knows about Orange Modworks. Everybody knows about Worker. And even though they're in the hobby and they're helpful and nice, Auto Darts, everybody knows about them. Me doing a video on Auto Darts doesn't help Auto Darts. Me doing a video showcasing, a new startup who's trying to provide a good product at a good price, I might actually be able to help them. And that's what I'd like to do. Some guy who just started an Etsy shop and his products are actually good, but he's got no audience, he's got no recognition. Well, I'm not the biggest guy out there, but I could actually put a good word out for him if his products are good. That's the one thing, is they actually have to be good. If they fall short, I'm going to say so. But to bring this all to a conclusion, and yes, I said it was going to be long. You know it was going to be long. You know me. Your reward. I'm going to have whole new features on that Busby Classic series in both my full length and shorts versions. I am going to try to get on the YouTube shorts and try to see if that helps the channel. See if I can, kind of offer some concise videos, which I'm not good at. And I want to really, that's my core. That's what I like. I like Busby. So I'm going to focus heavily on it. But then also at the same time, I will bring in Nerf as well. And Dart Zone and X-Shot, I've always liked them. I'll add in reviews of their products as they produce them. And I really do want to bring a focus down to small companies in the hobby. And when I do reviews, I want to review that, like Trip Miller's Radioactive Designs on Etsy. I want to review his products. He does well. He's very ingenuitive. Like, he's got a new... Actually, I really want to get my hands on it. He doesn't even have it released yet, but he has a brass custom cylinder, and it's like a skeletonized design for the X-Shot Reflex with a rear loading port that mounts in the left side of the shell. You have to cut the shell and epoxy it in. That looks awesome. Stuff like that. And, he's a small shop, nowhere near as big as anybody else, like Out of Darts or Silver Fox, and not taking anything away from them. I've got 2 blasters on the way from Silver Fox right now. I've got a Esper, and I got them to do another one of the hypers. And I'm going to buy more from them probably. because they come with a huge reputation. I've bought from them before, and their service is great. I was talking with them a couple nights ago, and I want to do some with them. But they're well known already. I'd like to help out little shops. And if you have a little shop, little Etsy shop, or if you make products like Nothing Blasters, I'm trying to work with him a little bit on Facebook. He's designing products specifically for Buzzbee, which of course you know I'm going to be huge on board with. Stuff like that. If you know people that are just starting out, I want to get on board with them and see if I can't offer whatever little bit of publicity I can. Because I think that would actually be nice. And this year, as restrictions get lifted, like I think we're going to be out of the mask restriction here within 30 days, I am still wanting to hold events. All the big events are canceling. I think people should have the option to attend. People are worried about liability. People are worried about spreading. I've had COVID, and it's rough. Made it through. Had what they told me was the second variant back in December. I had the first version of it all the way back 1 year ago, literally to this date. Last week of last March, first week of last April. I had it. Went through a 103 degree fever, 101 to 103 degree fever for over a week. It was rough. But now I can say, despite that, I want to hold events because we need some normalcy. We need people to be able to get out and have fun. And if I can provide that, I want to. So to bring this to an end, if you've stayed to the end, I sincerely appreciate it. It's been a long one, and I know I don't hold it against anybody if they haven't stayed to the end. But if you have, thank you very much for spending so much time with me. Not only now in this video, but all along. It really does mean something. Because this is just playing with toys. And us tinkering. But it matters. You know, it matters. It's enjoyment. It's fun. It's happiness. And if your life doesn't have that, what are you doing? What are you doing? I just said that and it makes me think of Barbossa in Pirates of the Caribbean, which isn't helped by the fact that I'm setting up a whole loadout of just the Buzzbee pirate pistols and a Buzzbee sword. Yeah. Spoiler, I'm going to do loadout videos too. Some of mine are silly. Some of mine are basic. Some of them are complex. And some of them I look like I'm a pack rat. But it's what I've actually used. But yes, it's like when I say, what are you doing? Look that up on YouTube, that clip. But it's funny. It cracks me up every time. But again, if you've stayed to the end, thank you. Again, thank you to Ryan Engelstad, to Damien Wisenant, to Homely, to David Bolak, to Jimmy Rohn, to Sean Cox, to Mikkel, to, well, Dr. Flux even sent me a 2-pack of the Jaguars. Thank you to everybody who has helped this channel. And hopefully you stick around for more. I am going to do a lot more. So hopefully I just have the audience who still wants to see what I am still doing. But Smoky Shake saying thank you. Till next time.